Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Big Red and More podcast. I'm T Bird. With me, of course, is Sean
What's happening?
and Jaden.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, this fucking guinea pig effort of videos really starting off great.
Why is
Thank you
that?
for that, Sean.
What did I
Just
do?
Dead air.
you're just bringing your usual
I
self.
wasn't ready.
It'll
I
be
was like,
fine.
I was hitting my fucking puffer. It's fine. It's all right. I
Yeah,
wasn't quite.
yeah.
I need a sign that says like on air, and then I was like staring at the recording thing
The
on
three,
there. It's
two,
a deal.
one
We
wasn't
got it. We're
enough
good.
to get you going. But all
I was-
right, here
it's
we
okay.
are. We're trying it. You know, it's our first time doing this with the video. Sean's running 480p on his camera, but other than that, we'll
It's fine.
we'll fucking
It's an
get
old
through
dude.
it.
It's a fucking cheap. It's a cheap laptop. Leave me alone, man. I got
Yeah,
priorities
I hear you.
over here.
Next time,
Okay.
maybe you can use your phone next time.
It might work better.
No,
Yeah.
why?
I don't know. We got
I have to
the
use a fucking dongle. It's a whole fucking deal.
no. The mics come with another cord to plug into your phone.
with the USB or the.
They do.
I know,
Check-
but it doesn't plug into an iPhone.
You're-
It's not a
you're one of
fucking
those.
C charger, dude.
You're one of
Bro,
those people that just opens
this
your
is it
opens
right here.
something.
It's C to C. C to C.
Is it?
Not C to iPhone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So don't
All
worry
right.
about it.
Okay.
We're good. They don't need to see me anyway.
Okay. Well,
So Husker game. The Buffs.
yeah,
How was it?
fucking
How
shit
was it down
show.
there? How was Colorado?
you know, it actually wasn't that bad, to be honest with you.
You get treated pretty good.
Yeah, and I kind of chalked it up to being like with some Colorado people, but like I was listening to Cuzcast today, and he what's his face? God, not Justin or Derek, the other one, Tyler. Tyler was up there. He went to the game, and he was like, you know, the worst part about it was people were coming up and saying, "I'm sorry." Like I was like, oh no. Colorado
that
fans
point.
saying sorry, like Jesus Christ.
Yep. It's gotten to that
No,
point
I
with
think
Nebraska.
I think it kind of all depend on who you're around too. I think the college kids were definitely pretty rowdy, but then like the older fans weren't bad at all. Where I was at a hotel courtyard tailgate, and it was like all Husker people, the whole thing. So it wasn't too bad at all. But no, I mean like walking the streets and everything, it was fine. Everyone's pretty nice. Actually, it's kind of surprised. But yeah, it wasn't too bad.
there-
I mean, other than
Was there a lot of red in the stadium or not?
looked like it on TV.
There was one.
I mean, there's
section
Yeah, that's
a
what I'm saying,
ton
but
of
you were-
Nebraska people.
You
down
didn't go to
there.
the game or what? You
No,
didn't go
I
to
just
the
went
game?
and tailgated it. No, I wasn't
Oh,
paying that
okay.
much for a ticket. I told you that last
Oh,
week.
I thought you. I don't remember.
Did you guys see the
I'm old,
fight in
man.
the stands?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
saw a
boy
little
just
bit like
throwing
on the
a bow?
TikTok.
Yeah, dude, that was nuts. But no, okay, so who wants to start about the game?
I'll let you guys go.
I'm
I'm actually
Go
more
ahead, Jaden.
positive than I am negative about it.
What? Why?
So now I was gonna let you guys go
I
first,
guess
but now
you're
you got me
starting.
on.
I guess
I
you're
got
starting,
okay.
yeah.
So well, you're hearing a lot of this stuff with Sims, right? So I'm not ready to trash Sims out yet, right? Like okay, and I was in week 1, and then now watching week 2, you actually seen him going through progressions, and then you actually seen him looking off a safety and shit. Like he made some really good throws in the game, right? And the interceptions wasn't as much of the problem as he created a whole new issue, right? So it's
Mhm.
like, why are we having 2 sets of fucking problems? Like, just go throw 3 more interceptions and then we can call you a shitbag and be done with it. You know what I mean? Now it's like, all right, fucker can throw some balls, right? We can make some passes. All right, now we can't hold on to a snap. Like that wasn't an issue last week, or against Minnesota. The snapping wasn't an issue. What the fuck happened? Now I'm listening to Rule. He's like, silent count wasn't quite there or whatever. So it's hard to. They got to get it figured out. But I'm not ready to bench Sims yet.
I am.
I am.
I'm ready for Harburg.
He didn't even practice this week or yesterday. He was supposed to possibly practice tonight, but
So is it a legit injury or not?
yeah,
My
he rolled
ankle.
it pretty good. Yeah,
Did he?
yeah.
I was dealing with shit, so I was watching the fucking game on my phone. Okay.
So
Why?
then,
I didn't. I had not a great birthday.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
What happened?
My daughter now is either Two-Face or Scarface, whichever, take your pick. So she got the shit burned out of her. Like, dude, so I'm sitting down, crack a beer, watching, crack of several beers. I'm sitting down, the end of the first quarter, dude. Right at the end of the first quarter, my daughter calls me and she is like hyperventilating, like just an absolute panic, right? Like she got into a car accident and she had practice that morning. So that was like my first
shit.
That was my first issue, right? So we'll finally get her to calm down, tell me what's going on. She's like, she literally said, my skin is melting off my face. And I'm like, that's awesome, right? So what happened? Her brother got into a fight. She had boiling hot water and boosh, whatever happened, like shoving got done or whatever. Yeah. So I had to leave, and it's 45 minutes to get to Donovan from our campsite, so we had to leave, go get her, take her to the emergency room, and then come back. I caught the fourth quarter, but by that time it was
over.
How
rough.
bad
So I'm just
were
trying to
her
watch all
burns
this.
by the time you got there?
Dude, they're bad. It's not great.
Like, why didn't
we're supposed to have
have
senior pictures
Hayden jump
this week,
in the
so
fucking car
those
and
got
drive
canceled.
her?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't Hayden just jump in the car and drive her?
She wound up meeting us in town, but it's like he's not 16.
So it's an
He'll
emergency.
be 16 next month.
It's an emergency.
So yeah. Anyway, so I was dealing with that, and then coming back to the campsite, we're in the fourth quarter and we're getting railed. That sucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not great, but like in the defense part, watch, like they got gassed. That's you keep giving, the offense keeps giving them the ball on the 50, the 40, the 50. Shit. The defense did good considering what our offense was doing for our defense. They're not playing ordinary football. That's what they're not doing.
Well, the time of possession actually wasn't that far apart, was it? I don't think it was. I just think, no, I don't even think it was that much. But like, eventually the defense gave up on the offense, is my opinion. It could have been closer. They gave up a few later scores, and I think it was more of they just kind of gave up.
So what makes you guys think that
that is
better quarterback than Sims?
Who, me?
And why are we not on the Chuba train?
Well, I was going to ask who, if Sims is out this week, who do you think is going to be the starter?
Because I watched Chuba play last year. That's why I'm not on the Chuba train.
Yeah. He doesn't really have a strong arm by any means.
There's no juice to him whatsoever.
When's the last time you saw football? When's the last time you seen C1 football?
Oh, come on. Don't do that. Don't be that fucking guy. All right. He's been in the program.
I'm going to do that.
Fucking
I
3
literally,
years
so
now.
2 weeks ago, I literally watched, no, it doesn't matter. I literally watched Kearney Catholic play Donovan 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't great.
Did they have a
there's
D1
nothing there
quarterback?
that's like,
Did they have a D1 quarterback playing?
They had a couple
Probably
athletes on the team, yeah.
But did they have a D1 quarterback?
That's all he is an athlete. He's an athlete. What has he, okay, even in that little bit of time that he was in the game, what did he show you that you were like, oh yeah, I'm really excited about him? That he overthrew a guy by 70 yards?
No, what about more? Go ahead.
I was just about to say, he's saying he's just an athlete, but what is Jeff Sims?
No shit.
Uh-oh.
No shit. How do we know that Harburg doesn't make better
decisions? But he has actual D1 playing time.
Okay.
He shouldn't
until he plays.
Maybe this kid just needs a shot.
Maybe.
Who made you Satterfield?
I mean, that's what I'm saying though. You don't. Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, like, dude, Chuba comes from a lot better background, if you will, from high school to. I mean, I'm assuming. My assumption would be if his brother's quarterback was like, got to be a little something going on there. right? With training, with
necessarily.
everything that he was done when he was younger.
Not
You don't think
necessarily.
so? You don't think
Big cock
Brock's
an
like helping
anomaly.
Chuba out at
No.
all?
No, Big Cock Brock's an anomaly. He's got his own shit to
He's
worry
like,
about.
fuck
with the
you, little
Niners, dude.
brother.
He's going to win a fucking Super Bowl, all right? He ain't worried about what his little brother's doing in
Easy
fucking
killer.
Nebraska.
I disagree.
About the Niners winning the Super Bowl?
No, about Brock not talking to his brother.
Oh, I'm sure they talk
every
but-
day. Maybe over the summer they went to the same quarterback coach. Who knows?
I just don't get this. Like, I don't get this like this hard on that you have for Harburg.
He hasn't given me a reason to not like him yet. Chuba has.
Why are we
Sims
having
has.
these lulls?
It's you. It's your internet. Jaden never
Probably
delays.
shouldn't be. I mean, you've been down here downloading shit.
I know.
I don't know
it's
Yeah,
so
but
that's what it
we've
is.
never done video before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either the internet or your computer. You need
One
to
of the two.
upgrade both.
He's
Yeah.
got good internet now. I think it's probably his computer.
The computer's not very old though.
That camera begs to differ.
But
Yeah.
don't crinkle your face at me. Get
All right.
get off of me here. I don't like this. No, it just sucks. Like, it's just another starting out fucking 0-2 sucks, dude. It just sucks. It's just another, like, it just makes that bowl game goal even further away, you know?
Well,
Well,
luckily
our-
for us, the Big
so-
Ten West sucks.
Yeah, I was about to say our schedule it gives us the opportunity to still get to 6 wins.
Yeah. Yeah, if we get our
I
shit
agree.
together.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta pick and choose who we should win the next 2 games.
Well, and you don't want to rush Sims back, right? Ideally, you keep him out until Michigan to make sure he doesn't like come back too early and tear any ligaments or anything like that. So these next 2 games are your opportunity to watch Harburg and Purdy.
I mean,
Play him
yeah,
each a quarter, see what the fuck happens. You know, if one gets into a rhythm, keep them in there, see how they go.
that's
Yeah, I
the
mean,
thing.
you can't go every other possession or anything, but switch them up at the quarters, see what happens.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If one of them shows out and ends up playing really good the next 2 games, if that were the case, if they were to do that, do you even bring Sims back for Michigan, or do you go with the hot hand?
Yeah, it depends, right?
think-
on
I
how
think
they
in that-
look, but
I think you got to go with a hot hand on that situation. You
I
know,
think
like
so,
the dude
too.
goes out and has a game, for 2 weeks. I think you got to go out and give him the shot.
I think so too. At least let him start.
Yeah. Until he
See what
makes fatal mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta, and it doesn't matter if it's Chuba or whatever. I'm just saying, like, whoever it is, until they fuck up multiple times, you got to give multiple times. You can't put them out there on a one fuck up deal because you let Sims go and put 7 turnovers in 2 games. You know what I mean?
And technically,
so you
he's
can't-
still the
You
starter.
can't just. I mean, I don't think you should let Purdy go out and throw 3 interceptions. That's not what I'm saying. But like a pick here, that shit happens. You know what I mean? But if it's a little bit cleaner, maybe he makes better reads or whatever. And then I'm just worried about, like, Chuba can move. I don't think he's quite as fast as Harburg or Sims for that matter. But it sounds like Harburg's faster than Sims.
He's fast, dude, and he's got
He's
a
pretty
big
quick.
arm. I mean, how much more inaccurate can you be than Sims?
The question will be who has better decision making, who can read the field
Exactly.
better.
Exactly.
What was Sims's throwing stats against Colorado? I don't think they were that bad.
They
I don't
weren't.
think they were that great.
They weren't great. I can look it up right now, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't great at all.
But you had like a big drop by fucking their Alex Bullock, or
Mhm.
is it Bullock?
Yeah.
Right?
Bullock, yeah.
Like, that's a huge drop. That hit him right in the fucking
Yeah.
hands. That has to be caught. Like, that right there. That game's
Mhm.
13-7. You know what I mean? That's not. That game puts it for. You know what I'm saying? That's potentially scoring drive. That your 14-14 changes the absolute outlook of that whole
Yeah,
game.
definitely.
Okay, so he was 9 of 15 for 106 yards.
106.
That's,
He threw it
yeah.
15 times, man.
1 pick. Harburg was 2 of 6. Purdy was 0 of 1. So it was not pretty.
Fedoni looked good. I think
So do you think-
I think Fedoni's
do you think
gonna
this is
fucking
a-
break out soon.
What do you think's holding him back
Fedoni
from breaking out in
good,
the first? Yeah,
good quarterback play.
Yeah, and injuries have been, holding him back quite a bit.
Yeah, I think
Obviously.
each game he's taken big strides, and they said he had the best practice yet today. So
Yeah.
Jesus
Well,
Christ,
that one
we're
that
back
he
with that.
grabbed out of the air against, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
linebacker or safe. That was just, that's just pure
snagged it.
athleticism.
Took
Yep.
that motherfucker's lunch money.
Yep. That was awesome. I want to see more of that, but I also want to see the ball thrown at him, not
Yeah,
off to the side of him.
yeah, not to
Right.
where a defender could pick it.
Yeah, because if he wouldn't have done that, it would have got picked.
Yeah.
No, I
Okay.
did. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just like, what? So, like, if it's quarterback play, I would say that all three of these quarterbacks are probably potentially the same, right?
Probably.
Like, so how do you figure if quarterback plays your reasoning? How do you figure that Foney's going to have a breakout?
Mm,
Fedoni?
fair.
What's that?
I think he'll be one of those guys that overcomes bad quarterback play.
Oh yeah, there's people in the NFL that do it all the time.
Right.
Sims being hurt kind of changes my opinion about some things here because I was
Oh.
actually kind of confident about going into these next 3 games. I would bet Nebraska because what are
3
they?
games?
Yeah, so because I don't think we're as bad as we actually
Yeah, as we're showing.
look.
Our
Right.
defense is phenomenal.
Because a lot of the shit, and a lot of the shit that is happening on offense is just like some of it's dumb luck. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have those. Like Sims didn't have those fumbling problems at Minnesota, right? Those just all of a sudden appeared. So what the fuck? I feel like that's a one-off type deal.
Well, that one, he was looking up before, you know what I mean? Before the ball was fully in his hands, he was already looking up to go look at his receivers.
Right. So I think those are fixable things. So I think the offense is going to, yeah. I think you're actually going to see a jump this weekend. Definitely, I think if Sims is quarterback and you see the jump, that's why I was like, I'd bet Nebraska on the spread because what is it, 10 and a half?
I saw it at 11 at one point.
11. Like Nebraska should cover that. I would assume that your Florida Atlantic's probably going to be somewhere in that 12 to 14 range, maybe if this week goes
Louisiana
good.
Tech?
Yeah, La Tech.
Or La Tech, sorry.
What makes you think we
So
should
that
easily cover that spread?
This week?
Yeah.
Because we're not as
11.
bad as what we have put on the field. Huh?
I mean, if Sims
Even
doesn't
this last
play, we
week,
should
we rushed
cover
for
it.
over 200 yards, did we not?
Yeah. If
You're
Sims,
an idiot.
Sims doesn't play,
Okay,
we
that.
don't give him 24 points off turnovers.
Right.
And then even in
Dude,
the
we
Michigan
lead-
game, I would
we
assume
lead the nation in turnovers, but then also lead in sacks
Yeah.
right.
on defense.
Here-
And that's
Here's
just it. So
another-
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm kind of going there. And I think Michigan, you're probably looking at a 23 spread in that game. Both teams are running control clock teams. You know what I'm saying? With their defense playing the way they are, I don't see that game being very high scoring to even get to that big of a spread. That would be my assumption. That's why I would bet Nebraska the next 3 games. Now I'm not saying we win, Michigan. I'm just saying on the spread.
Are you putting like Keno money on this?
That's still it's a little too soon yet, I think, on that
Too
deal.
soon. It was fucking last year, dude.
Yeah. That's Keno, bitch.
Oh shit. A little inside joke there for the
But
fans.
no, I just don't think Nebraska is as bad as that they're showing.
Well, is Colorado
don't.
for real? Or they just got like new shine
dude,
luck going on.
they
right
got
I think we handed them that game. I mean, if we could have not turned the ball over, it would have been a very close game. They might have ended up winning, who knows? But those turnovers they're just drive killers, momentum killers. I mean, the team it's deflating. So without those turnovers and a little bit better offense, I mean,
Shadir's
What's that?
They got some real
Yeah,
players on that team.
they do.
I mean, they like
do.
Hunter's a dude. Shadur's a dude. You know, they got a couple really
Yeah.
good receivers. You know, I don't like the size of their running back,
Dylan
but I mean, I
Edwards
can
ain't
see where he
bad.
could gash.
No, he's good.
He could gash some people. You know, I think think he'd be better off if he was just a touch bigger. But they have players. I mean, it's not. I don't know. Shit, their defense came out and played pretty solid too. Like you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we
Yeah.
had a hard time
Don't
running
want to
there
take that away from them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they held us to a little over 300 yards.
I mean, how are they going to do against Oregon, USC? You know,
Or,
Oh yeah, their
that's gonna
schedules.
be-
They're gonna get tested
this
here
is going to.
soon. So did you see that their big noon Fox wants to move away
Switch.
from Nebraska, Michigan, and go over to Colorado, USC? Which I don't blame
That's
them.
fine.
To be honest
That's
with
fine.
you, I
Do
don't
it.
blame them.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
tired
they're
of
doing
talking
it
about
this
it.
week
I don't
too.
want to be.
Yeah,
They're doing it to Illinois this week.
yeah,
They're moving to the Colorado game this week
yeah.
Yeah, let's just put
over
Nebraska,
Illinois,
Michigan
and I don't know
on.
who's Illinois
Who
playing.
do they play?
I don't. Penn State,
It's a pretty good game.
Penn State, and then Illinois.
I think it is
then
Penn State. I think it is Penn
Yeah.
State.
Penn State looks for real too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Illinois
who's-
doesn't look as good as we
Then who's
thought they
Colorado
were.
playing? No, it's Colorado State this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, they play nobody.
But I don't know, man. I mean, Colorado ain't that bad. You guys feel like we disrespected them
No,
going into the game?
they were doing a prayer. They do it. Rule said he's going to do it every game, no matter where they're at. He even asked Sanders if he wanted to join. He's just,
Whatever get. Hey man, they're
So-
winning. Whatever they got to
let me
tell
just say
themselves.
this.
You
Let
know,
me,
whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Let me
Because
let me
Michael
say
Jordan did the same shit.
this. Dude, I was just gonna say that the Last Dance. Jordan would make up shit in order to motivate himself, in order to come out there and fucking kill you. So I
Right.
can't be mad at it.
it worked.
Yeah, I mean, it's that you can't.
Maybe we should
do
start
about
watching
it,
the
you
Last
know?
Dance before we go out on the field. No, nobody, no takers.
Nah.
Yeah, I
All right.
don't.
All right, that's a throwaway. My bad.
That's not the way rules are just not flashy. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
Yeah.
that's where I'm even having a hard time is like
Because you like to flash.
I understand what he's saying. Like I like a little flash. I'm
He's more of a-
I'm a firm believer in look good, feel good, play good. You know, I kind of
There's no flash. He's more of a
go along
preacher.
with those lines a little bit. Now
It's
I
a
get
bold,
what
it's a bold statement coming
you
from
know,
somebody
he's-
with a shitty camera.
Jesus. About over this
It's
already.
just it's all grainy.
It doesn't look
cutting
bad on
out.
my end. Like when I'm looking through it, it doesn't look.
It's all right.
Yeah,
We'll
yours-
power through this. We'll make adjustments.
So, I
Second
don't
half
know. I
adjustments on the next
I don't know
one.
what to tell you guys. It is what it is.
Direct
So
all right.
I'm kind of
so
over the Colorado game. What do we think about?
The defense is great though.
No, it is. 8
The
sacks.
defense is great.
That's
Like,
impressive.
we're not putting dude, Cam Leinart looking fucking phenomenal. Prince
Mhm.
Will's good.
He-
Bayer coming out of nowhere.
Who's that? Riley Van Poppel. He
Yeah.
looked good.
I
Even
didn't even
Reimer,
see him
or
play
not
this
Reimer.
year.
Nick Henrik even looked good.
Yeah. We haven't heard Hartzog's name very much this year.
So
You
what
think
about,
that's
like,
a good or a bad thing?
That's a good thing. If you don't hear
It's a good thing.
you don't hear the secondary's name. It's kind of like Newsom. How many times do you ever hear his name?
Mhm.
Hardly ever. But if you hear a secondary's name a lot, that means they're getting torched.
Right.
I agree. And then you get like that Lindhart. So the question that I have is like, if is he 100% bought in with Rule? Like, is this a kid that's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
transfer to a better
No,
team? Is he going to go? Is he going to go all Houseman on us?
I don't think so. I
so.
think these guys like Rule. I don't think we're gonna have some frost effect on these guys due to losing. I think they'll
Yeah.
stay. I think that like Fedoni, you listen to him talk, like he's fully bought in, and I think you got to have guys like that on the squad, and then everyone else will kind of fall in line after that. Like, especially a guy that's been through the different coaches. You know what I mean? You get like your Henrik and your Reimer and your Fedoni and your Hutmacher and guys like that have been through both. Then be like, no, this is way different. You know what I mean? This shit's for real. It just takes time. And like how Fedoni says, well, you got to practice what you preach. If you preach something and then you start losing and go changing it, then you're pretty fucking fake, right? And he's like, he's not fake. It'll work. We just got to get there.
I feel like that's what Frost did. I do feel that's kind of what Frost was doing, not practicing what he preached.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
So
it's just hard coming out. I'm pissed that we're 0-2. Like, this is like.
Do you think Satterfield's the problem?
No, I think it's a combination of one turnover.
Who knows what those plays were that we fumbled?
Yeah. 2 wide receivers. Who do we have besides
Kemp looked good. Kemp
looks good.
We gotta get the young guys on the field. We gotta get Coleman out there.
Coleman was out there.
Bullock outside of that drop has looked good.
Yeah. I mean, Fedoni at times looks good. Borkature looks pretty good as well.
I think we need to run more 2 tight end sets. Not only for the receiving part of it, but for the blocking.
Right. Well, I don't know, how good is Fedoni at blocking, or do you bring in?
Good.
And I thought,
well, yeah, when he blocks Travis Hunter,
he's got to be good. Look at him.
That. Or no, both of them.
I thought that was.
I know
both of them put Hunter on the ground. They both did.
Yeah, well, Fedoni threw him on the ground.
Yeah.
Borkature just pushed him 20 yards back.
Yeah, which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
I'll take that all day. So yeah, I think if we run more 2 tight end sets, we'll look a lot better.
I think.
Well, and like, what happened to the fullback? I thought we were playing with the fullback and shit.
We had him out there. We had him out there, setting lead blocks and shit.
I mean, just a couple of times. I figured that would have been more of a staple.
Yeah, permanent. So what is our identity then? I had that as a question. What is our identity on offense? We have none.
I literally don't know. I don't know what you would call this. Is it spread? I don't think so. Is it West Coast? Definitely not. What would you just?
What do we have to do to establish our identity in the next 2 games? Because it is stupid that we're not getting our warm-up games to start. We are too shitty of a team in a program to not start with warm-ups, right? So we need to start with warm-up games. Well, here's our chance. This is where you build your identity. What is going to be our identity on offense?
Well, he wants it to be the run game.
Okay. How we do
He wants it to be the run game. But I don't know how much you can fix in these next 2 games. Because then it, like, these next 2 games, is this a false sense of identity, right? So like, you go and just rush all over these 2 teams because they're lesser teams or whatever.
And then you got Michigan.
Then you go try to run against Michigan and they shut your ass down. You know what I mean? Now, I don't think Rule's the guy that's going to panic and start trying to rip the ball all over the field. But, like, I feel like you can get with these 2 games, you get kind of a false sense of who you might be. But we've rushed, whether it's quarterback help or not, as a collective team, we've won over 200 yards the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Games, correct?
Gabe Ervin looked pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah, he did.
And he had a 100-yard game this game, didn't he, against Colorado?
Yeah, I think so. And I don't remember. Did Anthony Grant see the field, or was he just done?
No, he did not see the field at all.
Yeah, that's not good for him.
Which I don't know what kind of message that sends. Well, then plus
that was a big one in my Twitter group, was the double standard of, well, if you're gonna fucking bench Grant for turnovers and fumbles, you got to bench Sims. But quarterback's a different element, right?
Quarterback's different.
You bench your quarterback, you're benching your team, different. Essentially.
Yes. But now Gabe Ervin had a pretty ill-timed fumble. You know what I mean? Like, so where are we at with that? Is that now, does Grant get to play again? You know what I mean? Like, yet another running back.
Yeah. Ramir Johnson.
Fumble the ball. Right. We're just going to keep going down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and who's the
Emmett
freshman
Johnson?
that we
Is it?
got?
Is it?
Yeah.
Emmett.
Well, no.
Yeah,
Is it
Emmett and
Emmett?
the other guy.
number 21, Emmett Johnson.
Right. And then is it Quentin Ives or something like that?
Quentin Ives.
Yeah. I doubt we'll see him this year, but never know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, our pass blocking is trash.
Yeah.
Corcoran's got to fucking go. Is Teddy ready to be back? Is Teddy ready to be fully back yet?
That's what they said. He was coming back.
We got to get Corcoran out of the game.
It's pretty bad when Ben Hart's way better than Corcoran.
Yeah.
What was his grade? What was
I didn't even see the
pass grade?
grades for
I didn't
this
see.
game.
Well, I know the first week it was 0.
I know, but I didn't see what they were for this week to see if it
I
improved
didn't
at all.
either.
But I don't think it did.
I didn't even want to look at him.
We could. There's no fucking way he got a 0 2 weeks in a row. There's no way.
I mean,
he got
there's a
0 2
way.
weeks in a
There's
row.
a fucking way.
It's possible.
There's definitely a way.
Boy, if he
Maybe
that
we should
that would have
predict
hit. That would
what's it going to
that,
be this week?
that would have hit. That would have hit Twitter. That would absolutely hit Twitter if he would have got a 0 2
Yeah.
weeks in a row.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think so. But I mean, he didn't look good again. He didn't.
No.
And that's your fucking quarterback's blind side.
No.
Like you have to be better at left tackle.
Yeah.
You absolutely have to. We need Teddy back bad.
Yep. And then Corcoran may never see the field again.
I wouldn't put him out there. No fucking way.
Not unless it's at a guard spot.
I don't even think I'd do that because he's been taking all of his reps at left tackle. Remember how we tried moving him around last year? It didn't get any better. Like he can't.
I'm
You
just
can't-
saying, if somebody else gets injured, that's the only place I
Sure.
would put him as guard.
Sure, yeah, out of absolute necessity.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think at this point, I'd rather see a fucking true freshman roll out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not hearing anything negative against Ben Hart so far.
No,
Nope.
not really.
Nope.
Which is scary. He's due. He's fucking due.
He's due for something
Let's-
stupid.
Maybe he got better.
Let's not go fucking putting all of our fucking hope into that Ben Hart basket because that shit's about to fucking that boat's gonna sink, brother.
Why can't he just
in the
get
middle
better?
of the ocean?
Why can't he get better?
Oh, it'll come at the most inopportune time ever.
What you're saying is he'll turn back into a pumpkin.
yeah, no faith.
After
No faith.
fucking after Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Northern Illinois, what do you guys think?
I mean, they've beat us before.
No, was it them? Yeah, it was them.
Yeah,
No?
it was 2018.
I thought that was like Troy.
Northern Illinois beat us too, bro. Troy was longer ago.
No, Troy was 2018.
No, wasn't Troy Mike Riley?
Yeah, it's like 16 or 17, wasn't it?
No, it was Scott Frost because Adrian Martinez was injured,
Yeah, something.
and what's his name came in.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was Bunch. Andrew
I don't
Bunch.
think we've lost to Northern Illinois.
Yes, we have.
I think we have.
Jaden,
Jaden,
know
you
we
look that
have.
shit up.
I know
okay,
we have.
okay, 3-1. We lead the series. So I don't remember when we lost to them though. It had to have been 2016 then, or something like. It had to have been the Riley year,
I don't know, but it's happened.
or 2015.
We-
It'd probably
we
be
cannot-
2015.
We do not have the luxury of calling any game an absolute win anymore.
No,
We don't.
no.
It was 2017. It was 2017 we lost to him. So it was Mike Riley's last year.
That was probably the dagger for Riley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Just like what was the dagger for who'd we lose to last year?
Georgia Southern.
South,
Southern.
South, yeah,
South
Georgia
Alabama.
Southern. Yeah.
Southern.
Or Georgia Southern, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Because they had Clay Helton, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I just remember the
that was-
tweet before the game said, "Let's get Scott Frost fired today," and it worked because it was Georgia Southern tweeted that out. I'm like, oh boy,
Oh, fuck.
you didn't?
How did I not know
you didn't
that?
see that?
No.
Oh yeah, they tweeted that out
That's-
right before the game.
No, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's absolute brutal, man.
You think he told them to tweet it?
Maybe.
Well, I think Northern Illinois is like really bad this year, though. I think they've gotten kind of rolled on here the last
So
couple
are
of
we.
games.
So
Oh,
are we.
Yeah.
I disagree with you. I don't think we're that bad. I think Minnesota is better than what you think they
Well,
are, and obviously Colorado's better than what they were last year anyway.
they beat Boston College.
I'm not going
in
to sit up here
overtime.
and say Minnesota's good. Fuck that. I'm not. They're not that good.
Didn't they just fucking cock whip fucking some team this weekend?
Yeah, D2 school.
Well, I mean, that's what maybe we do that to fucking Northern Illinois.
Northern
Right.
Illinois lost to Southern Illinois University last week,
Thank you.
but they beat Boston College the first week. Make it make sense.
See? Now, come on, boys.
They took
Don't
them
get
to
cocky now.
Had to go to overtime.
Don't you
but
fucking get cocky now.
in Minnesota, who did they play last week? Let's find it. Maybe
It's
not.
They played Eastern Michigan.
Eastern
Eastern
Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah.
I think it was Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, and they
But you're gonna hang your hat on that if you're Minnesota.
Dude, it's early in the season. You still have those teams on your schedule. You know what I mean? Like, why do you think Minnesota's not very good? That's what I don't understand. They were a 9-win team last year. That's
Yeah.
a coaching staff they've been on that coaching staff for what, 9 years now?
it's been a while.
Fleck's been there for like 8 or 9 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's an established program with an established culture. They lose some players, but they should have some in the cabinets. You know, they're reloading, they're not rebuilding type of team. If you know what I mean. And they're not fucking Northwestern where good luck. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just like seriously, like they're a pretty established program. I mean, they're just as established as Iowa or I don't know.
I don't
who else
know.
challenges. I think
Here's a serious question here. Would you rather get sexually hazed or have to clap for PJ Fleck every time he walks in a room?
That's a rough question, bro.
Either or, bud. Gun to your head. What are you picking?
I'm clapping probably.
I'm
You're clapping?
clapping.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, you're clapping, right?
Oh, jeez, come on.
You know, like, hey, my coach is awesome. I don't. Is that what they say? Like, hey,
Oh, if you don't give him a
know,
standing
like,
O,
maybe
he's
it's a
gonna
good
turn
relationship.
around and
Who
walk
knows?
back in, make you redo it.
Yeah, but what's the difference between that? That's an expectation set, right? Dude, like you've seen the fucking look-ins. They're all clapping when Matt Rule's in there too. It's not out of the ordinary. It's not that other teams don't do that shit.
Yeah, but he's
Maybe
not
not to that extent.
He's not gonna stop, go back, and come back in if everybody's not doing it.
But again, there's an expectation. That's a discipline thing, right? That's you're going to participate in doing this or you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's an extremely odd discipline take to have.
no, it's everything that you're doing in that room is a discipline thing. That's literally what Matt Rule's saying. He's like, you have to wear the right shit to the university. Like you can walk in through those doors, you're wearing the right attire, your hat's on straight, you're doing that. You know, those are all those they seem dumb to some people or
Okay,
whatever.
so
but those are small
when
disciplines.
softball starts, I want you to make every single one of those girls clap for you every time you approach
I
the
don't
field.
I don't coach anymore. I don't coach
Approach
anymore.
the diamond. You're out?
I'm done. Done. Out.
You're retired?
Yeah. I get to actually have a summer. I'm
Whoa.
super excited about it. Yeah.
What
Pretty
are you gonna
excited.
do with yourself?
Alcoholic than I
Except-
already am.
You're fucking stupid.
I mean, I see that Jaden took it easy tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get a little blowback from the last episode?
No. I blame my wife on that one. Like I talked to you earlier and she had a rough day. And
Yeah.
so she's like, hey, I need a drink. Let's go have a drink. I'm like, all right, that's fine.
Those are like the best
I mean, you know,
excuses to go get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
You-
4:00 and we're already at the bar. I'm like, yeah, I'll be
No
all right.
supper.
And then no
No
supper. I
supper
didn't
at
even
all.
eat lunch.
Well, it's a late podcast.
Yeah. So if everybody enjoyed Drunk Jaden, then
I'm not even-
let us know.
I'm not drinking.
Oh, I heard a great
Right.
great response. Everyone said Drunk Jaden's their favorite. So now that's kind of
Yeah,
the standard you
if,
have to
I
set.
know if you want Drunk Jaden back, hit us up on Twitter and let me know, and I'll make sure it happens.
Oh man, on video is even better. Fucking snacking on fries and shit. Fucking
I'm
heathen.
starving.
Absolute
over here.
heathen.
He gets
over here, he starts munching.
like he's back into the mic. Like,
Thank God
So-
that was yeah.
Okay, so that kind of leads us into Double B's question. If you guys are ready for it.
Yep.
All right, so
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey fellas, well, another game of lost opportunities, and yet I'm still pleased with some things I'm seeing out of this team. I think we all know what the biggest issue is on the squad, and with that being said, what say you to those who are already done with Rule? What do you see that gives you faith still in the staff, and what you see that's lacking? I know what I think, but I want to hear your take. Thanks. Go Big Red. Nebraska 24, Northern Illinois 13. P.S. Drunk Jaden is my favorite Jaden.
Thanks, Double B.
So you want
But-
so let's attack it question by question
So,
here.
my thing.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, so I was going to kind of go into the Rule thing because if you're talking Sims, we already had that conversation. With the fan, I haven't heard a ton of it with fans already out on Rule. In the last 2 games, have there been any like coaching decisions where you're just like, what the fuck? I'd say the only one that's somewhat questionable is why Sims returned at half. Would be my only coaching decision, but I feel like when he could, he managed the game well at Minnesota. He was managing the game well at Colorado until fucking wheels started falling off, which is not on the coaches really, like as far as the in-game. Matt Rule can't help that his quarterback can't catch a snap. Running back fumbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't think, there was literally things that happened with Scott Frost losing games that you're sitting there going, you're looking directly at the head man going, what the fuck was that?
Mm-hmm.
His first year, we had a 10-point lead against Northwestern and blew it with 4 minutes left in the game. You know what I mean? That's piss poor coaching. It's because he didn't manage the clock. That's coaching staff stuff. That's not players. This right now is a player situation. This isn't. And I agree with Matt Rule. I think it is, these players want to win so hard. That's like, you hear people like, why didn't he jump on the fucking fumbled snap? Because he's trying to make a play. He's trying to grab the ball and still go make a play. He's trying to be an athlete. He's trying, they're trying to do shit, and it's just, they're quicksanding.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But nothing that the coaches have done thus far in decision makings in game are alarming to me.
I totally agree. I have no issue with the coaching staff right now. It's just been execution, I guess you would say, is kind of the issue with this team, maybe. Outside, I think the defense is executing at a high level, better than we've seen in how long? Who knows?
Long time.
But and I think our rush defense is like top 10.
Yeah, I think
I read that today.
50 some odd yards
Yeah.
a game. We lead the nation in sacks. The only issue I have with the defense so far is they are not creating turnovers. So they're getting to the quarterback, but then they're not, I'd like to see more attempts to strip that ball away from the quarterback or
jump a route.
Yeah, jump a route. All we have is that one interception, which was a great interception. But it's more or less the way I'm looking at this is, we have this great defense this year. It kind of reminds me of 2009 when we had that defense with Sue and Crick and everybody. But look at our quarterback, who it was, Zach Lee. And we should have been a much better team, better team. And that's kind of what I'm comparing this to right now. And that's kind of that's what's holding us back. It's not the coaches, but it's just a few just really bad plays by the offense. It's killing us.
So if this is not really a Double B situation, but this is like if Nebraska goes 2-2 through here before we get to Michigan, and we look pretty good in these next 2 games, how do you feel about, like, can they get to 6-6? Do you feel pretty good about?
The West
at that point, like,
the West isn't that impressive right now. So if we can find a way to eliminate the turnovers, then yes, I think we can get there. But that's a tall task right now. Like, we do not look like we are fundamentally sound on offense at all. And
Do you think like
eliminating
what
mental
fundamentally do you not
mistakes is
see?
the hardest thing to get over. Like, wouldn't you agree? You could coach a
No,
kid
I
out something physically rather than over mentally.
don't agree with that. Like you can coach, you can yeah, you can fix penalties. You can fix direction. Does that make you know what I mean? Like you can fix like, hey, focus on catching the ball first. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's more of a baseball thing. But like, you know how many times you see somebody go to field a baseball or a softball, and they put their head up just for the last second, ball goes right between their legs. That's just a small focus thing. That's all it
Same
is.
thing
It's not
Sims is doing,
him
right? Sims has got that going
exactly.
on.
It's just a small.
Same thing with pulling your head in golf.
Yeah, you know, these are mental things that can be fixed. Now, whether he fixes them, that's a whole, you know, if he feels like he's got too much pressure on him, he's trying to do too, you know, is that some of it? Is he trying to do too much?
Yeah, try hard.
It's, you know, and it goes back to like kind of what Matt Rule was saying. Like these guys are trying their asses off to win. It's not the lack of effort. It's just calming down, sitting in the moment.
Yeah.
More that anxiety and things that go through that, you know.
So what do? We just give him like a fucking microdose before the game or what? Calm him down?
Yeah.
I mean, they were in
well,
Colorado.
They just need to get some confidence is everything. I actually had this conversation with the guy that golfed at the University of Nebraska. This guy that I know that he golfed at the University of Nebraska. He's a hell of a golfer. And just talking to him is like, you know, he golfs in a ton of tournaments, and I'm like, how much does confidence in your game of golf like reflect on how you play in the tournament? And he's like, dude, it's unbelievable because he's like, I can be hitting every fairway, and we get to hole 13, and all of a sudden, one thing don't go right, and then that confidence just, and he's says like, I'll miss like the next 4 fairways.
Yeah.
You know, it's that kind of simple. It's like, so Sims fumbles that one fucking ball and then he's thinking about it, you know, then it's in there. And this is something that I read years ago that I preached to like players that I coached and stuff. The difference between like a high school athlete, a college athlete, and a pro athlete is the time that it takes, the average time it takes to get over a mistake. It takes the average high school player anywhere from an hour to 4 hours to get over a mistake. It takes the average college athlete anywhere from an hour to a half hour to get over a mistake, and it takes the average pro 4 seconds to get over a mistake. That's, you know what I mean? So it's like you gotta move on, and that's another thing that, you know, Rule's preaching, whether it's working or not, is, you know, what's next? What's the next thing?
Yeah. So I don't even have a time frame on this where we're at. I don't know. Where are we pushing? Like 45?
48.
Oh,
it's
you can
in the
see
left
it?
corner.
Yeah.
Oh, mine don't show
Didn't
that.
you yelled at me last week.
For what? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I was on full screen. All right.
I mean, until we really win, like it sucks because like we're going to keep talking about the same shitty stuff. You know what I mean? Like we need to get a win so we can talk about something positive. We have different content other than just, I feel like we're just bad.
And that's why it's really important for us to get on video so everyone can see your pretty face, you know, so we'll at least have that going for us.
It's all about the mustache, man.
I was going to go with the comb over, but
all we need to do is just win a game. That'll get their confidence.
That's just
just win a game. Right now, they just got to be so down on themselves. I mean, you go out and win the next 2 games, and who knows?
I kind of have to disagree with win a game because, like, if you go out and still make the same mistakes and then still win this game, like, is that really confidence? You know what I mean? You're still going to go back and watch on film all the mistakes that you make. You got to I feel like you have to go out and play somewhat of a clean game. Confidence, be like, oh fuck, look what we can do. Like those 2 results have to be in succession, right? So if you go out and play a clean game and you go beat Northern Illinois by fucking 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, you know, and you didn't make the mistakes, you didn't fumble the ball, we didn't have the turnovers, we didn't have the penalties, you know, that confidence changes. That's a different kind of confidence than just, oh, we won a game. Like you feel good about winning a game, don't get me wrong, but in a fashion that you know you're playing at what you can do is a different kind of confidence.
No, we got to get a dub. That's all it is. We got to get one here this weekend, next 2 weekends. That is what it is. So
I'll be curious to see, like, this is our first home game. So with the 0-2 start, do you think there's going to be any empty seats or?
probably.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to
wait for the new entrance and they got the new locker. That'll be fun to see.
Yeah.
I want to see how they respond.
I am going to give Matt Rule a little bit of it because this is kind of I'm going to give Matt a little bit of an excuse, right? First year coaching, you have a good conference opponent first game of the year. You have another Power 5 team second game of the year, and both are away.
Yes.
When's the last time we played 2 away games back to back to start the season?
Like
against Power 5 teams, and I read that somewhere on Twitter today. Like that's a tough pill for a first year coach, but at the same time, it's just an excuse. You gotta fucking win. That you're hired. You're hired to win games, bro. Like we're paying them so fucking much money. Like you're hired to win. You're winning the press conference. Now win the fucking game.
Sometimes it's not that easy, man.
I understand that.
It's not.
I'm not saying it's an easy job to have. I'm not saying it's an easy especially when Sims is your quarterback. But motherfucker, you picked him.
He plays. I hope he plays and just has a good game.
You fucking picked him though.
I get it, and he might go out. What if he goes out and here's the deal. Let's say he starts this week and goes out and has a fucking bomb ass game, like no overs, throws for 200, rushes for another 100. Let's say he has like 2 or 3 touchdowns, right? Like, does that change your preference on how Sims plays, or are you going to go to it's Northern Illinois? And they fucking
I'm definitely going to
Northern
Illinois. Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, so what's like? Then it's like, why are we even playing Northern Illinois? Then if we go out and beat the shit out of them, everybody's like, "Well, it's fucking Northern Illinois. We still suck."
To warm up,
but so if we would have played Northern Illinois at the beginning of the season, right? That's our first game at home, and Sims goes out and has a fucking great game. You're going to be, oh, this dude's awesome, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like you because you haven't seen the bad yet.
Yeah.
Dude, Adrian Martinez was a turnover machine as well. Like, let's not get past that fact. Adrian fucking fumbled and threw picks all the fucking time as well. It's like, we're fucking throwing stones at fucking Sims for no reason, man. Like, it's not no reason. It's not no reason. I don't want to say
did he
no
give
reason.
You like fucking free runs or what? What's going on here?
No, I'm just saying, like, dude, we got to give the kid.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to write him off yet. I'm just not. Like, I'm not there. Like, don't show yourself. I'm close, but I'm not. I seen too many. I saw him fix too many things in Colorado.
What else is it gonna take?
And then also just have other
bullshit.
Have
to do for you to get off that bandwagon.
If he plays like he did the last 2 games, yeah. I mean, like, if we go out and have another 3 interceptions, or we go out and can't fucking figure snaps out, it's going to be a fucking problem. Like, obviously, but like, get him at home, get him more comfortable, get him a game.
Yeah,
game where he's not on the road, where he's not having to do a silent count, that type of thing. Let's see how that goes. Let's build. Then maybe he gets some confidence, and then you go into the next game, and he can have another home game where he gets, and then he's more comfortable. Then we'll see what happens at that. And then maybe he is a shitbag. Maybe he goes out and fucking does the same shit Saturday, and if he does the same shit against Northern Illinois, I'm going to be like, nah, fucking, this has got to go.
Yeah.
But also, if he doesn't even start, so he's injured. Like, I am not a firm believer in you're the starter. Even if you get hurt, you come back. And it's that if the dude that came in for you is murdering it and we're winning games and he's playing well, you got to stay with him. Sorry that you got injured, but shit happens.
Yeah. Harburg goes out and puts up a 50 burger. You got to roll with him.
Yeah, dude. No. Absolutely. Because otherwise, what message are you sending Harburg? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what do you send? You know,
Yeah.
what message
you'll
are you
never
sending
be
your
good
backups?
enough.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's your score predictions?
We got overs and unders.
No, Jay didn't have time. He's busy today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to go through and make some up real quick, we can
Nah,
do
fuck it. Let's get this. Let's make this a short one. Let's do score predictions and then see how bad this is and what we got to improve on.
Who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
I haven't even thought about it.
Home game. Sims ain't playing. Harburg's playing. I'm doubling down on Fedoni being our outbreak player. Defensively,
Outbreak? Like, is it a disease or is it a breakout game?
Outbreak.
I said what I said, motherfucker. It's gonna be an
Pretty sure
outbreak
that's a
because
movie.
he's gonna put everybody on fucking notice. All right. So and then on defense, I'll roll with I'll go with Cam Leinart having a game again. That's a bit of a chalk pick, but I'm gonna go with him, and I'll put the score at 38-20, Nebraska.
Okay. I'll go next. So I like I think it doesn't matter who's going to play, Sims, Purdy, Harburg. We should easily win this game, in my opinion. And I think the defense, as long as the offense doesn't give up any stupid turnovers, in our side of the field or whatever, and give them easy, even like defensive touchdowns or whatever, I could see us actually holding them pretty low. So I'm going to go like 35-7 Nebraska.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Jaden, why do you look like you're, broke and saving money on your electricity bill?
I came in here and totally forgot to turn the light on. And I don't want to get up.
Right. Well, it's almost over. I'm going to go with, I don't think our offense can score more than 28 points at this point yet. I'm going to go 24-3 Nebraska. I think the defense comes out and just puts it to them. I think our defense actually helps our offense out a little bit, gets us the ball on our side of the field a couple times, takes the pressure off a little bit.
Yeah, I could see like possibly a defensive touchdown, whether it be, a strip sack or pick six. I could see it, or even hell, maybe we'll get a kickoff return. You know how they don't want to down it on kickoffs. So I could see that as well.
Punt return
or kickoff return. Well,
they're probably going to punt a lot.
Well, I'd hope so.
They're going to punt more than they're going to kick.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but
I really want to see our defense turn it up here. Like, let them loose a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see another 8 sacks. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see them try to jump routes and, hopefully we don't give up a big play, but, let them play a little freer in jumping routes and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, I think the defense can hold them to 3. I think that'd be a big thing. Did Jaden do breakout players?
No, I mean, if I were to pick one on the defense, I'm going to go probably Luke Reimer. I mean, it's nothing crazy here, but he's the captain of that defense, and he's doing pretty good right now. Offensively, who knows? Turner Corcoran.
Wow, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Just throwing it out there. Maybe
this isn't a joke, all right?
Redeemed yourself.
No.
Then I want to see
Marcus Washington.
I'd
put that out there.
Okay, yeah. He didn't really hear about. He wasn't really involved that. It didn't seem like he was that much involved in Colorado.
Oh, I can
You know,
see I can see
I
Malachi
think
getting some playing time in the second half.
Oh yeah, easily.
I think this is gonna be the Billy Kemp show.
I can see that too.
Offense. And then on defense, God, I hate saying this.
Oh, you're gonna do it.
Shit. Now I can't think of number 9. Who's number 9? Help me out. Yeah, he's due. He's got to have one.
Tommy Hill?
He's been.
No, that's
Who the fuck am I
No.
talking about? No, on the D line.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ty Robinson.
yeah.
Ty Robinson. Jesus Christ, thank you. Yeah, because he's been non-existent in 2 games. He's got to. There's something's got to give here with him.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
just
going.
think
That's
maybe
my
he's
vote.
not that good.
No.
That's what I'm.
He
starting
should
to
have got
think.
another fucking targeting call.
Yep,
I think he's doing it because he's frustrated, man.
because
Well,
he sucks.
Be better.
Yeah.
Right on.
So, all right. Well,
Well,
we'll see how this went. I'll download this, upload it, see what happens. We're gonna have to start a YouTube page now. So
Yep.
Sean, I'll put you in
Yep.
charge of that since you're so technical.
Tech savvy.
God damn it. All right, I'll try. I'll figure it out.
I bet your kids can.
Can't
So.
even figure out his camera.
Right,
He won't even know how to open the
dude. My camera's
MP4
fine,
file.
man. Like I don't know what your problem is over here. I gotta talk. I'll talk to my wife. She actually went to school for computers and shit. So we'll figure it out.
Maybe you got a smudge on the lens.
Maybe.
No, he doesn't. All right. Don't. Come on.
okay.
People are
That's
watching.
worse. It's worse.
No. All right.
It's worse.
All right.
Perfect.
With that, we're fucking out of here.
All right.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.